Hi, it's Tanya with Red Cardinal Crafts, and today I'm going to show you some Mother's Day cards that I've come up with for this year. This one here I'm calling Garden Birds. I did birds last year, but it was a different, different drawings. So this one here is the card in the box, and it's the one that folds up like this, and you can just make an envelope for it. So this one here has the little bird in the bird bath, the bird sitting on the fence, the two little birds at the bird feeder, this little guy on the watering can. You get a couple bird houses, a little bird there, and then there's some flowers and hearts. So you can decorate it however you want. They're all sitting on little blades of grass there. So you get this set of embellishments in the file. The link to my Etsy shop is down below. So if you're on my Etsy shop, it's called Garden Birds. And so you get 4 files. You get this one here with the drawings in color. You get another copy of it with the drawings just in black and white so that if you want to color them yourself. You're also going to get a set of instructions on how to make this card in case you haven't made one of these before. And then you also get the little sheet here with all the different sayings. So I just did wishing you a very happy Mother's Day, and I put I love you, but you could put whatever sayings you want on yours. The next card I did is this one here. It's a Sidestep card, and this one I'm calling Mother's Day Gazebo. So I have the gazebo, the tree, the butterfly is separate, the hearts, there's 3 of them all together, and then the little bunny, the Mother's Day banner, and then underneath here there's a little banner of flowers that's actually separate, and I just layered them on. I just used glue dots to just kind of raise them up. The Sidestep card, I've seen tutorials on YouTube how to do this. I did mine as a 6x6 because I just wanted it to be square and I wanted my sides to be even. So I wanted this section to be 3 inches wide and I wanted this section to be 3 inches wide. I did do another one that's 5.5 by 5.5, so it allowed this area to be 3 inches and this to be 2.5. But I just wanted I wanted both sides to be even, so I did it like that. And I also wanted these sections to be the same size too. So the measurements I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you how to make this card on here. And yeah, so let me just show you how to do that. So this is the bizarro version of this one. As you can see, the tall part is on the left side here and the tall part is on the right side here. And the reason I did it on that was because the gazebo was kind of facing this way. So just the way I set up my card, I wanted the tall part to be on this side, but I'll show you measurements for both. So you need 12 by 6 piece of paper, and you're going to trim. Now because it's even, I'm just going to measure here at the 3-inch mark, and I know that it's going to be right down the middle of my card. You're going to set your trimmer so that you're going to set your blade at the 1 inch down from the top, and you're going to go down to 10 3/4. So you just trim and then stop. Like that. So you're going to have a cut right down the middle, and then you're going to score, and you're going to score for this one here to do it this way. You're going to score your lines and you're going to stop at the cut line for most of them except for the middle thing. I'll explain that in a second. Okay, so 3 1/4 is your first score line, so just score from that top right down to your cut line and then stop right there. The next one is going to be 6 inches, and because it's going to be a 6x6 card, you're going to score all the way through because that's your halfway fold of your card. Then you're going to score at 7 and just stop at the cut line. You're going to score at 9 1/2 and stop at the cut line, and then you're going to score at 10 3/4 and stop at your cut line, like that. And then you're going to take your card, fold it in half, so there's your 6x6 card. And then you're going to do your folds like this, and like that, and like this. And there is your Sidestep card, with the tall part being on the left-hand side. So there you go, easy peasy. Alright, now if you want your cuts going on, or you want your card to go with the tall part on the right side, just trim it again. between the 1 and the 10 3/4. It's actually more like 10 1/2. Okay, so you're going to set your thing up again. So it's, you know, 3 inches is your division line there, but this time you're going to score at 1 1/4, because your thing's going to go on the other side. So 1 1/4 and 2 1/2 and 5. And then at 6, remember to go straight through. And then your last one is 8 1/4. Okay, and again, you just take your card, fold it in half, do your little steps, like mountain fold, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like this, and like this, and like this, and boom, you got a sidestep card going the other way. So we've got one going this way, one going that way. So those are your measurements, and that's how you do it. Alright, now for lining it with black paper, which I always do, your measurements for that, you're going to need a piece that is 2 3/4 wide, and then you're going to cut it at 5 3/4, which is going to be for this piece here. And when I trim it like that, it's it leaves a little bit of edge of your paper around, which I like. And then the next cut is, I'll do it in order. I'll do 2 inches, which is for this back section. This next section is actually a little taller. It's 2 1/4, right like that, and that'll go in that section here. And then your last one is 1 inch, which is what this is. So there you go. Didn't that work out well? So right like that. Now if you want to do pattern paper over top of that, let me just grab a piece. So let's say we want to do some wild and crazy paper here. Your pattern paper is going to be 2 1/2 inches wide, so just a 1/4 inch narrower. And your pieces are going to be 5 1/2. See, so now that will sit right on here, and it gives you, oh, my trimmer blade's so dull. It gives you the little edge of black around everything, like that. And then your other cuts are going to be 1 3/4 for that top panel, like that, and 2 inches for that middle panel right in there. And then the bottom one is going to be 7/8. Let's see, right like that. I'm so used to my guillotine cutter. And then that's going to go like that. And there is your card. And there's your measurements if you want to line it with paper. I find when I line it with paper, it just gives it a little bit of extra strength to it. Alright, so that is the Sidestep card. Excuse me. And then what I did was, now I will also throw in the set of sayings with it in case you want to put a saying on the tree or whatever you want to do, or if you want to like put something inside or something. So I'll include that. So you'll get this set of drawings in color. You'll get a set in just the outline, like the black and white. You'll get this, and you will also get a tone color, because I also came up with this card here. Now this is just an easel, so this is my little easel thing I got from Sizzix. This is my die. Excuse me, I finally used my Big Shot. So that's the little easel on the back, and this is what the card looks like. So I just layered paper. I ended up doing this as an add-on. This is 8 1/4 for this brown paper, and all I did was trim it with these old, is it Fiskars? It's an old set of scissors. So I just trimmed that and used craft paper. They have it on at Michael's right now, and it is, you can get 5 packs of this paper for $10. I just went down today and got some of the craft paper, which I haven't had. And then I end up shooting a little video to show you what this looked like before I cut out the drawings and put it on the thing. So I'm going to insert that now. Hi, I'm at the beginning stages of this card, but I just want to show you how I deal with the little banners. Instead of gluing the whole thing onto the cardstock, I just let the white part kind of hang over the edge, just so it's not so thick, because this part here, you're going to take a piece of string and you're going to put it in behind and then glue this part down. And I found if there's too much paper behind it, it just is too thick to fold over. So that's just how I get those set up to cut out. And then my paper here, this is, let's see, that's 8 by 8. The corrugated cardboard on top is 7.5 by 7.5. So it's going to be glued onto there. And then I just took a piece of paper, Phyllis gave me this, and I just like drug my nail along the edge just to kind of rough it up a little bit. If it makes you crazy driving your nail along there, you can just take a pair of scissors and just kind of scrape along the edge, and it just roughs it up a little bit. I think it's a cool look. So then I'm just going to glue these down like that, and I'm going to cut out all my pieces. Now when I cut out my pieces, this is the first time using craft paper, but I just thought it was kind of cool, and I thought the colors worked well with the black, and instead of just using the black cardstock, you can see when I trim around my drawings, I leave a little bit of a white edge, and then I do the same thing. So I trim those all out first, and then I glue them down, and I trim them, I glue them to the card or the craft paper or black paper or whatever color. You could use a color underneath there, that might be kind of cool too. And I just trim it, but this is how I trim. I leave like a little bit of the brown paper showing as well. It just gives a little bit more dimension to it. So I'm just going to keep cutting this out, but I just wanted to show you this part here and how I did that. Now we'll go back to the video where you see the final result. Alright, so this is the card, and this is how I've stacked it all. So I just did the layered pieces of paper, and then I've just kind of laid it out like this. I did some zots underneath just to raise the things a little bit, and then this one I just kind of tucked the string for the little banner in behind the tree. And then I got some little tags at Michael's today. It's a little set of these, and they were $1.99. So I just did a little tag, and I laid it in behind the gazebo, and I just left a little space, and you can pull out the tag and it says "We love you," and that's just in behind, and you could just sign the little tag, and then it just fits in behind the gazebo like that, and you can't even see the message when it's there. And then it has the little easel. Now what I did was, when I cut mine out on my Big Shot, I cut out 2 and glued them together just so it's a little bit thicker. Now so when you get this design in my Etsy shop, it's Mother's Day Gazebo, and like I said, you're going to get it in color. You're going to get it just outlined, just in the black, so you can color it yourself. And I did this with my Copic markers. Some of you might not have Copic markers, so what I'm going to do is, on the computer, I'm going to do one that's in just like gray tones, and make one like that for you, just in case you don't have the toned markers. And the other thing I'm going to do is I will include this as well, the words. And I also did this because this is the stand. So this is like what this Sizzix punches out. And I just basically did one for you in case you don't have a Big Shot and you want to make the easel card. So you just trim out in the black. The blue lines are where you fold, and the red lines are where you cut. So I just included that just in case you wanted to make one and you don't have a Big Shot. So there you go. So that's the little easel card, and it just stands up like that. And I just thought that was kind of cute, and it could just be a little display on your mom's thing. And I'm actually going to go put this by my mom's picture because, as some of you know, I lost my mom 6 years ago to cancer, and but I still make a Mother's Day card. It's fun to make, and I can sit it next to her picture, and still feel that I can participate with Mother's Day. So there's some card designs for you. So there's this one, and then there's the Sidestep card where I just explained how to make that, and then the card in the box, which the instructions will be included in my Etsy shop. So there you go. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. And also I have the paper bag album. So really what you could do with these designs is you could fit them on here. I did measure the gazebo against the album. I did a tutorial about this in an earlier video on my channel. And the gazebo, the bird kind of goes a little bit higher, so you could shrink it before you print it out and just make it a little bit shorter on there. But yeah, if you combine the designs, you could fill the album. I just haven't done that yet. So you can go ahead and create. So there's Mother's Day gazebo and garden birds. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. All right. Take care. See ya.